And we are live. It's your favorite insurance agent, Darnold Jr. And
Michelle DeSalle, the Wealth Tattletale.
And we are home, if you can't tell. So if you're watching this live, go ahead and type hashtag live. If you are watching a replay, go ahead and type hashtag replay. And we are excited to have you on because this is a show about financial literacy where we educate you on how personal finances work. Because I don't know about you, but for me, growing up, they didn't educate me on that. So what we do is we bring on people live and we'll interview them and we'll open up to you. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type in the chat any questions you have for our guests. Today it's going to be a fun topic because it's something that everybody deals with, which is money. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get lit. All right, without any further ado, I would like to bring on our guest, Lawrence Willis. Hey, Lawrence, how's it going?
Great. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Great. How are you?
Doing amazing. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking time out your schedule. I know you're a busy man. Go ahead and introduce yourself right quick.
Okay, well, my name is Lawrence Willis from Lafayette, Louisiana. Currently living right here in Houston.
Cool. How long have you been in your industry?
It'll be 7 years in September. 7 years.
Happy anniversary in a month.
Thank you.
That's exciting.
So you've gotten into this industry about, the financial service industry. And what made you get into this industry 7 years ago? What was that defining moment for you to start in this industry?
So my background was law enforcement. And what got me into the industry was just sat down and helped a friend out with some training, and some of the information that I learned during that meeting really changed my, just never heard of it before. Some of the financial concepts and strategies that's out there, I never heard of it. So that was definitely one thing that caught my attention, the education. I was taught versus just plug and play.
Wow. Now, that's very interesting that you would say that. It's always more defining for a person when someone teaches them something, so the education part of it, and that's what Darnold and I are really passionate about, is getting the financial literacy education to our community. Right, Darnold?
Absolutely. So what was it about the education that stood out to you that really piqued your interest?
So one thing was, being that we're talking about money, was the rule of 72. How long it takes for your money to double. We were taught to save our money at the banks. And I've learned other places where you can actually invest and save, but more invest and start to accumulate money, right? And there were just some, Roth IRA. I've never heard of that at 35 years old. Didn't know what it was. All I knew was, I had a pension at the sheriff department. But that definitely was a defining moment for me, was understanding that concept.
So what is the rule of 72?
Okay, so the rule of 72, it's you basically take whatever your interest rate is that you're getting in your checking account, savings account, right? And divide that into 72, and that tells you how long it takes for your money to double. So, for instance, if you had $10,000 gaining 3%, 3 goes into 72 24 times. So it would take 24 years for that 10 to turn to 20,000. It would take another 24 years. So it would take 48 years for that same 10,000 to turn to $40,000.
That sounds like a long time.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's like a long time to see your money grow. So what suggestion do you have that we would not have to wait so long for that money to grow?
The key with investing is start. Start with the plan. Most people feel you need to have a lot of money to start investing. That's not true. right? What's with investing? It's really time that's against us, right? So it's just a matter of starting and sitting down with a professional that can actually teach you and show you some different avenues where you can invest your money.
Well, you said the operative word that it doesn't take a lot of money to start. So you're talking to the majority of Americans. And that's what we want to hear. Sometimes we're thinking we're having to save up a whole lot of money to do this or the other. So you've just brought peace of mind to millions of Americans. So when you say it doesn't take much to start, give us an idea what it means. What does that look like?
So it's, each person's situation is different. I have clients that can only do $50 a month, right? That may not seem a lot to most people, but if that person just has a $30,000 a year salary, guess what? In time, they'll have a decent amount of money for retirement in their space, all right? Yeah. So there's, like I said, and to piggyback back on the rule of 72, getting 6% on your investment, that'll double every 12 years. So that would accumulate to 160,000 in 48 years. And then at 12%, 12 going to 72, 6 times. So every 6 years, that same money turns into $2.5 million. So, I have clients that, like you said, $50 a month, and I have clients that's over, $2 million clients.
Nice. So what's been one of your greatest success stories?
My greatest success story is sitting down with someone and actually giving them a financial plan. It's kind of like purchasing that your new house, that first night you get to sleep in it. All right, knowing that person actually has a financial game plan, a roadmap to their financial freedom. It's a great feeling because we see it every day. People working, they retire and go back to work. They say they don't, they're bored, but they may not have enough money.
Yeah, I think that's one of the greatest fears of a lot of seniors is them outliving their money.
Outlive.
That's
right.
huge.
And I don't think there's a senior citizen at 12 o'clock at night that really wants to be at Walmart greeting.
Not at all. And retirement, at retirement is more of a number versus an age. Society teaches us it's an age, but it's actually a number. Yeah. Because if you had 5 million, 6 million in your investment at 65, I don't know who would be going back to work. Right?
Right. Well, someone told me that retirement and age doesn't have anything in common. If you have the money, if you're 20, you're not trying to work.
Not at all. Not at all.
So what is somebody that's very young, what should they do in order for them to retire at 55, 60 years old, quicker than the average retirement age?
So a 25-year-old basically is, setting up a strategy and a game plan, showing them the importance of investing and where their money is going to be and what it's going to be invested in. So on average, a 25-year-old saving $200 a month for the average working lifetime would accumulate, over $1 million. I mean, right at $1 million. So that's
so let's talk about the person that has youth on their side. How important is it for them to start and explain to them what a commodity their youth is?
So can you repeat the question?
I want you to talk about what a good thing that a person has when they're young, how youth plays an important factor, how their youth is a commodity. How do you, what do you say to them if they're 25 years old? Is there a delay?
Yeah, it was a pause. But it's just understanding how money works, right? Understanding what you're doing, how you're spending your money, and where you're spending your money. Because one, tomorrow isn't promised, and also time moves pretty fast, right? Especially when you're having fun, right? But just start a plan and don't be wasteful.
It's huge. So one of the services you guys provide is called a FNA. Explain exactly what a FNA is and how that would benefit people.
So an FNA is literally a GPS, a roadmap for your finances, right? Think about it. If you gave me your address and I was on my way to your house, right, and I got lost, what would be the first question you would ask me, right? Where are you? Because if you don't know where I'm at, it would be impossible for you to get me to your destination. And people go through life with no financial, with no direction as far as money, right? So with this financial GPS, we find out where a person is now from a financial standpoint, and then we're able to give them a turn-by-turn guidance to get them to their financial destination, whatever it may be for them.
Great.
Nice. And what does FNA stand for?
Financial needs analysis.
There you go.
Good. So your age, I'm sorry. What age range do you usually are your clients? Lawrence?
My clients are 25 to 55.
Okay.
Which is your middle income America.
Okay, and so your target audience is usually you help middle class people?
Right.
Right.
That's our focus, because in the middle class, we're the ones not getting the help from a financial standpoint. The wealthy gets it from a big investment firms. They go to them. People in poverty, they get help as well. But the middle class, I feel we've left to figure it out. Like my mom's 68 years old and still working. Why is that?
Right. So can you give us a list of services that you do offer that you're able to help your clients with?
So life insurance is number one. That's the foundation, right? Because if anything happens, that's the only product that will take care of the family, right, immediately as far as tomorrow. We do 401ks, SEP, IRAs, solo 401ks, annuities, advisor funds, on the advisor side, education accounts, 529s, Uniform Gift to Minors Act. All right, those are another form of funding for your kids. Home auto insurance, commercial insurance. We do health insurance for seniors 65 and up. Vent smart home systems. We're able to help you protect your home with the smart home system. And legal protection as well. If you need a trust or a will, motor vehicle related benefits, we're able to help you with everything.
Wow, that's a laundry list of things that you offer. Some great stuff there.
Mortgage loan originators as well. We're able to help people buy their dream homes.
Wow.
So what you're saying is you don't sit still very long.
Yeah, so we're there's a need, so we're able to provide people with the services to help that need.
Excellent.
Okay. So we know what you do. We know what you your the class that you serve, the age bracket that you serve. Now we want to ask you. You started, in your 30s and investing. You found out about the rule of 72. What do you do as a young man investing in everything? How is your life set up right now, Lawrence?
So hey, we are covered with life insurance, over $1 million in life insurance. We're investing for our kids. I have a 2-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. Their education is going to be taken care of. We have our investment accounts as well. Lovely wife. So we're taking advantage of the information, right? Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. So we're applying the knowledge that I'm practicing what I preach.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Good. Great to hear.
And I call applied knowledge wisdom.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I think that a
Well,
lot of people
so
would get a lot from this segment. Go ahead, Donald.
absolutely. So, what are some books that you would recommend, or any resources you would recommend? It could be financial literacy related or money in general.
Uh, Books. Let's see. Rich Dad Poor Dad is a book that I've read. A great book to read. Uh, How to Win Friends, Influence People. Read the Bible, right? Main one, the Bible. But those are a couple of books to name a few. Understanding Your Potential by Dr. Miles Monroe. Releasing Your Potential, Maximizing Your Potential. Those are some great reads. Uh, that helped me in my college career as a professional athlete, reading those books and moving on into being a professional jumper.
Professional jumper. Side
Yeah,
tangent, like track and field jumping. Is that what you're
yeah,
referring to? Okay.
yeah. I was a USA triple jumper. I was the best jumper in triple jump in the USA in 2010. Made the world team in '07. Missed the Olympic team by a fingernail in '04.
What?
Wow.
Learn something every day.
I know, I know.
Awesome.
Great.
So, if
Well,
somebody would like to get one of those services that you just listed, how can they get a hold of you to reach out to you?
So they can reach out to me on Facebook, Lawrence Willis, or you can, give my phone number, 337-781-2898. You're welcome to give me a call. Uh, Office address is 3040 Post Oak, Houston, Texas, 77056.
Excellent. Cool.
all
Well,
right.
we appreciate you for being on.
Thank you. Thank you. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next one.
So, any last thoughts to leave the audience?
Last thoughts is, if you don't have a plan, start. Find someone that you can sit down with and start your plan. Your road to financial independence, freedom.
There you go.
Well, I want to ask you something because we have a few more minutes left because we got through this pretty quick. I want to ask you something. If a person was interested in, let's say, if they want to start accumulating the money that they need in order to start somewhere, what if they wanted to get into your business? How would they then do that? What type of license should they have?
So with us, we don't require licenses to come in, but there is licenses as far as a life license. That's definitely going to be needed. And we also Series 6, 63, and you have the opportunity to get a 65 license as well. And we pay for all those licenses for the agent.
Well, see, that's
And
great information. So if somebody is looking to change their career and want to get into that, that's good information. So the audience
that
will
or
benefit greatly
part-time,
from that.
or part-time, 90% of people in our business are part-time.
Okay. Good deal. All right.
Awesome. This
Thank
has
you
been
for
an
taking time
amazing
out your
call.
schedule to be with us. And hopefully we can have you on in the future.
All right. Look forward to it. You guys have a good night.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Okay. You too.
Hang on a second so you can hang out in the studio with us for a second, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. So, wow, a lot of good information. They do a lot of
Yeah,
services. I
they
couldn't keep
really
track.
do. You can't get you will not get left behind there. They got something for everything. That's great.
Absolutely. Everything from legal services to protecting your home to helping your kids go to college.
Absolutely. So I love the fact that he mentioned about how he was 38 and someone explained something to him, educated him on something, and it changed his life. Isn't that what education does?
Absolutely. Like you can't go to
Yeah,
the next level if you don't know. You don't know what you don't know, right?
right.
So
Exactly.
that's exactly why we do this station. So if that's important to you, go ahead and subscribe to the station. share this with your friends, because if they don't know, then they don't know, right? And the only way they will get to know is if they know. How many times can I say the word no? I don't know.
No.
See what I did there? So, but we have a lot of fun on the station. We learn a lot, and I think Lawrence hit it on the head. It's one thing to know, but it's the other thing to apply it. So that's
Yeah.
where the rubber meets the road, is the application part. So don't just take the knowledge that Lawrence just shared with us. Reach out to him if you don't have a financial plan. Do whatever it takes to get your financial house in order. That way you could be living your best life. You could retire a
I
little bit
know.
earlier. You don't have to worry about you outliving your money. And so
I
it's all
know.
about planning and being prepared.
And I guess when he said that, we shouldn't be working at 68. Everybody should have everything squared away so they can be out on a yacht or traveling or something. So y'all, let's aspire not to be working at 68, okay?
Unless you want to, unless it's just a passion project and you just want to do it. So, well, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Definitely stay tuned next Tuesday at 7 p.m. We have these live every single week. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you guys again next week. Have an amazing week, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.